to Shingwedzi! Woohoo! Now let's find the reception area.
And that's the first highest point we've ever been to at the Kruger.
Yeah.
Where's reception?
Where's reception?
It must be here. There's a car park there and some receptions at the end.
Let's go find the car park there. Reception looks quite busy.
This whole area was underwater. Army aircraft, helicopters. This aftermath. Look at that. That is totally insane. Wow, escape route into the roof. Can't really see this too well. Actually, you can. So crazy. Back to that picture. I wouldn't want to be here. So we are at the restaurants at Shingwedzi. Small little lovely place. And at reception we saw some pictures of floods in January 2013. And if you look out here,
There's a baboons over there.
there is a huge little dip there, and that was the flood levels. It's actually really scary. This whole area was completely destroyed. I'm surprised that this place is still up at the moment. It's so bad.
Okay, just go back to nothing happened. The river that hardly has any water.
Yeah, no water here at all, but it managed to flood.
At Shingwedzi. How pretty is that?
So, on the Red Rock Loop, which is about 15 kilometers on the way to Shingwedzi, there must be some serious lions around here, because just after the loop we found that giraffe kill, the giraffe that was killed, and yeah, very sad. But then we went back to the loop and went around, and there was another giraffe that has been there for a long time because it was basically just bone. So yeah, there must be quite a few lions that live around here. Must be pride of lions. Please excuse the bird poop in the window. There are lots of vultures around here. Lots and lots of vultures. out under a small little tree in the shade. How many do you think there were? 15?
No, more. Probably about 20, 25.
Probably about 20-25 vultures. And you can see them flying up in the sky. Unfortunately, we have come across a giraffe. Apparently, there were a whole lot of lions and hyenas yesterday to eat this little baby. But yeah, looks like they finished with it. It's the saddest thing for me because giraffes are my favorites. But this is the wild and there really isn't anything we can do.
We had a little view spot where we've just seen the lion kill. They are more than likely around here somewhere. So I'll just have to be really careful. Don't want to get chopped by a lion. Oh, look at that. And that's the red rocks, because this is the red rock lookout. It's that piece over there. See if I can get a better view from here. There's the monkeys in the tree there. Oh, it's quite a drop here, eh? There's some, looks like Egyptian geese at the bottom there. There's 2 Egyptian geese there doing their thing. Right, not much happening here, although still a lot. There's the bush.
Come.
Interesting fact, the red rocks where the Gubuyane sandstone reef is pitted with deep potholes. In other words, these rocks, these are the rocks, which were scorched out through the ages by the waters of the Shingwedzi River. According to legend, an American prospect from Texas, Bill Lusk, visited the site regularly during the period of 1916 to 1920, and he was trying to pan here for alluvial gold. Quite interesting.
I don't know how you can look for gold in those rocks.
I know, alluvial gold. It is. And the lion must have been pestering him at some point, because we've just seen 2 lion kills. We didn't actually see the lions, but 2 lion kills, eh?
Yeah.
And
one was yesterday.
yeah, so the lions have probably moved on. They're probably sitting up in the trees there, on that tree line over there, watching us. There's some vultures. Hiding in the shade there. The smell here, guys, is really, really bad. Tend to breathe through your mouth. And hope you don't swallow any flowers, eh?
And there we have a family of elephants, very close to the watering hole. They've just gone for a swim, and they're very black. I don't know that elephants are so black.
Probably from the water.
Yeah, or from mud. A lot of them.
Oh, look at that. They're so hot. I don't blame them, it's hot. The one's even resting his trunk.
Yeah, look there. Resting.
He's like, I'm done. This is too hot.
Resting his trunk on his tusks. So beautiful.
They really are majestic creatures, eh?
So before we left for our little roundabouts trip to Red Rock, we heard this thing in the engine and it was making rattling noises. So we opened up the bonnets and we were looking, put the torch down, couldn't find anything, and then it stopped. Busy sitting in Rusty, and I just see this thing running past us, and it went down to the back, and it was a little squirrel. You can see it got a bit of a fright and peed a bit. I can't see it now, it's gone behind the box. But yeah, so we've got to get back to our campsite very quickly so we can drop it off at home with its family. Luckily, we're about 5-6 kilometers away from the campsite.
Yeah, shame, man. Oh, no, yeah. Little unwanted guest. Dennis, go home.
Okay, let's get home.
Here's the campsite at Shingwedzi. It's not very full, but still full enough. And we're on our way to the pool again. It is hot. It's now 25 to 5. I think it's about 35 degrees. So we're going to go for a swim again.
35 humid. Very, very humid.
Oh, look at the bird. That's a little Taba bird.
And it's such a beautiful pool. It is huge, and all around there are steps so that people can sit on instead of going just standing around.
I know.
And yeah, there were a lot of people in there just now.
Earlier, there's nobody. I think.
Yeah.
There's a dove in there.
It's a really good temperature, and it's got a nice little waterfall.
Here's the pool area, guys, at Shingwedzi in the Kruger Park. It is still very hot, hence the reason we're going for a swim.
But look at this pool.
Oh man, what was that in the pool? Oh, just the water.
When we were here earlier, it was so cute. There was this little squirrel with a can, and it was drinking out the water.
Yeah.
And it was like lying flat and drinking out the water. Couldn't get my phone out in time to take a picture.
Hey everyone. A little bit of discussion of what we what we enjoyed.
At the Kruger.
Yeah, at the Kruger. We were just discussing which campsites we think is our nicest campsites in the Kruger. And
We'll start with Marula. We love the people there.
yeah,
Absolutely love them. They are so helpful, so loving. Adam and Paul, just totally the best.
yes, I think. But there's no pool there at Marula, so if you want to go swim, you have to go to Auckland.
Which is 3 kilometers away.
Yeah, but it's
At
still
the
a
main,
drive. It's still a bit of a shit.
It's at the main gates.
I think as far as camps are concerned, the Shingwedzi stands out very high. I actually like it here. We got a beautiful view from right in front of our campsite, which is really, really
180
nice.
degree view.
Yeah. Have we seen any animals? No, just
Not around here.
yeah. Buck. We've seen buck there, impalas,
Wildebeest, not wildebeest, warthogs.
warthogs. Oh, baboons. We've seen baboons there, which is pretty cool. Talking about baboons, did you close the sliding door? Just check.
Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of squirrels.
Bergendal is still, I think, one of our favorites. That'll always be one of our favorites.
We got engaged there last year, April.
And I think it's not just because we got engaged, but big part of.
We always do end up there, except
Yes.
this time.
Yeah, we really did like it there a lot. Skakuza is, it's just too busy, so we're not really Skakuza people. And I think Satara is really nice. We like Satara. And then of course Letaba. Well, Letaba was actually nice this time around. They just had a lot of cicadas there, so the noise in the center of the camp was very, very loud.
It was nasty. But we parked on the one side and it was
bearable.
It was bearable. And they've got a beautiful museum there.
Oh, the elephant.
Yeah, it's like a little elephant museum.
It'll be in the videos, one of the videos that I'll post on Instagram. Not Instagram, YouTube. Look out for it, because it'll be it's about a 20-minute video, but it's really nice. I think I enjoyed Letaba. I really did enjoy Letaba. And the food wasn't bad either, and the pricing is good. We had a breakfast there, and the pricing was really good. We're going to have a nice burger tonight. Here in Shingwedzi, so we're looking forward to that. Right after our swim now, and then we off to. We were supposed to go to Pafuri River Camp,
which is right at the top of Kruger. It's outside Kruger, but it's right at the top.
Yes.
And with this heat, it's just going to be worse there. So we managed to cancel it today, and we're getting a little bit of a refund, which is amazing.
Yeah, I think they'll be hitting. I reckon they're going to be hitting the low 40s. So we don't have aircon in the van,
and there's no swimming pool there.
So,
actually, I don't know if there's a swimming pool.
no, there's a pool. There is a pool. Yeah, but the problem's not during the day, because we can swim like now. The problem is here at 10, 11 o'clock at night. It gets hot. Last night we sat up at 10:30. We were still sitting wide awake outside under the gazebo because it was too hot in the van. It was just too hot. So we're still gonna make an adventure of it. So instead we're gonna go through to the Crook area, that whole area there. So hopefully we'll pop into God's window just for old time's sake. Go have a look around there. Maybe do some waterfalls we didn't get to last time. I think there was 1 or 2 we didn't get to last time. We'll probably pop in there. And I would like to go to the Sudwala Caves. So we'd probably want to pop into the Sudwala Caves and see, maybe do a tour through there.
Don't know where we're going yet.
Yeah, we haven't booked anything yet.
We've got to figure it out before Wednesday.
Yeah, I think.
Today's Monday.
Yeah. So we got a couple of days. We'll find something. But I think as far as Kruger goes, I think Bergendal is still our favorite. Shingwedzi is a close second. Marula is very special to us. Adam, Paul, thank you guys. They've been so good to us there. They've gone beyond what they needed to go. So Marula, I think, will always keep a special place in our hearts.
And we always have to go there when we go to the Kruger.
So yeah, whenever we come here, we always stop in there, even if it's just for one night, 1 or 2 nights, just to meet everybody, say hi to everybody, and then we're off on our way for the rest. But yeah, Shingwedzi is actually really nice camp. This is our first time here. We've never been here before, so very happy with this. It's really nice. I think.
And the guy at Mapani at the shops was just so sweet, because I was looking for hats because of this heat. I just couldn't be out by the pool or out at all without a hat. So I was trying on a few hats and I asked his opinion.
Show the guys your hat. Show your hat. You gotta see this hat.
And he says, here's the hat. So I tried on 2 other hats. That's the hat. I tried on 2 other hats and he looks at me and he goes, it depends on what you're wearing. And he looks at me, he looks up and down, he goes, doesn't suit that outfit.
Quite honest.
And I was like, thank you. And then I tried on another hat and he's like, no, I don't think so. And then I tried on this hat, he goes, yes, that's the one for you. It was just so cute.
Cool.
To actually get an opinion from someone that works at a shop and that doesn't just lie about it, it's really cool.
Anyway, we're going to continue swimming. Please look out for the rest of the videos because we still got plenty coming up. Like I said, we are off to the Hooggraskop area there, God's Window area, for a couple of days, and then yes, we'll be posting some videos out. But have a look out for this and we'll see you guys on the run. Bye. We are on our way for dinner at the restaurant. We're going to spoil ourselves with some burgers. But apparently they're okay. So we'll see. The verdict's still out.
Let you know.
Let you know. So pretty yet so quiet. There's the restaurant and the reception area and the shop, eh? Over that side. Okay, let's go eat, baby.
So, we just got our food and it is massive.
It's quite a big burger. Look at that.
There's like a few layers of onion rings. Look at the size of these onion rings.
Pretty cool.
Here's the burger. I'll put one onion ring in. And yeah. Okay. Got chips.
Good chips. Alright, we'll chat to you guys later. There's our faithful little dung beetle. So far, this is the furthest we've been. This is about 2 kilometers from Shingwedzi. This is the area where we can get out. Shingwedzi is lying over there, back there somewhere. But the river is dry. But still beautiful. Look how quiet. And there we go. The beautiful baobab tree. All its glory. Welcome to Africa.
Toyota. We are on the final little road, about a kilometer from Crook's Corner, and we are going to be on the Limpopo River, which in one direction you'll see Mozambique, in the other you'll see Zimbabwe, and then it's us. So it's the three countries that go into each other. Oh yeah, the road is good. It's very easy to drive along. From Shingwedzi we really didn't see any animals. There was elephants and zebra and a few buck, and that was it. And one or two giraffe. And they were baby giraffes and there was no mothers around. So yeah.
Beautiful elephant sounds.
Amazing elephant sounds.
Oh, we saw a Lagavan.
Yeah, that's about it.
Warthog.
700 meters from Crook's Corner. Right at the very peak of South Africa.
Hey, we are on the road now. We're nearly at Crook's Corner. Bit of a tight squeeze here and there, but nothing major. Nothing any vehicle can come through here. A little bit of high clearance and we should be fine.
Yeah, a little bit of mud in front of us.
There is a lot of mud puddles everywhere. Get at least two wheels of drive.
You can see on the almond that we're very close by.
Very, very good right now. I think this is a get out point. Because of the way.
Yeah, it will be.
Tight squeeze here and there.
Another mud puddle.
Mud puddles.
Stick to the left. Definitely don't want to get stuck in mud in the middle of the Kruger.
Oh look, baboons.
Yeah.
On my right. Very braaf.
Few of them.
How's it, Success?
I think we're very, very, very close by.
I can literally just sit there and watch them put their
Oh, there's a car.
It gets so interesting. And I can't believe, I think we're here. Oh, there's another baboon.
Baboons have weird bums. They're red and weird.
Thank you.
And we are here.
We are here at Crook's Corner. Oh man, let's find another little shady spot. Crook's Corner. You may align from your vehicle at your own risk. Stay within the demarcated toilet facilities available at Kafuri picnic spot. Please keep Crook's Corner.
The Limpopo River is dry.
The path right here under the channel. Okay, so here's Crook's Corner. You've got South Africa there, Mozambique that side, and Zimbabwe over that side. There's the river, not really much in flow at the moment, but here nonetheless. Sure. Hippo! On the river, yeah. Oh, you can hear the fish eagles in the background there. On the river, yeah. Some crocodiles. There's one there. Another one there. We are literally at the uppermost corner of Zimbabwe, if I'm not mistaken. South Africa, Mozambique. The beacon must be here somewhere. I think that's the beacon there. No? Maybe the beacon's been removed to all these years, but how's those hippos? There's a fish eagle.
Lying on their side.
Crook's Corner, called the Haven of Scoundrels. This area takes visitors back in time when Crook's Corner was no man's land, on the boundary of where the three countries come together. This triangular piece of land situated between the Luvuhu and the Limpopo rivers is the most northern easterly corner of the old Transvaal, now Limpopo province. The area now falls under the jurisdiction of Chief Makuleke. Since 1913, the Luvulu River acted as the northernmost boundary of the Kruger National Park, where it joined the mighty Limpopo River. The Limpopo was the boundary between the Transvaal in South Africa and southern Rhodesia, now called Zimbabwe. The confluence of the two rivers also formed a natural corner between those two countries and Portuguese East Africa, now called Mozambique. A little bit of history. One of the old trade routes which linked the inland areas with the sea crossed through this most forgotten area. Eventually, it became a natural refuge for all kinds of people who had no great wish to look into the eyes of the law and who might suddenly need to flee across international borders. Inevitably, it became known as Crook's Corner, as it was the home of ivory poachers, illegal black labor recruiters, gun runners, and various other shady characters that had chosen the free life of buccaneering and outlaws. One of the more famous men who used to operate in this area was Stephanus Cecil Rutger Barnard. Local people named him of Kenya, which means one who swaggers when he walks. As a young man, he received advice from veterans like William Pay that when he encountered problems during an ivory poaching adventures, you should simply head back to Crook's Corner. This strategy probably enabled many to escape the long arm of the law for their entire lifetimes. At the corner where the rivers meet, there is a wonderfully used beacon. To the east lay the old Portuguese territory, to the north was southern Rhodesia, to the west lay the Union of South Africa, and to the south was the huge tract of sparsely inhabited land that eventually became the Kruger National Park. Now, if the long arm of the law started to catch up with these shady characters, all they needed to do was to remember the beacon. If you were on the opposite side of the beacon, the law couldn't reach you for fear of violating an international boundary. Even if lawmen from 3 different countries arrived at the same time, You could sit on top of the beacon and watch them fight over who takes you into custody. And this is how the crooks of Crook's Corner manage to live long and healthy lives.
Very
Hashtag
interesting.
wilderness cannot be conquered. It becomes part of you and enriches your soul.
Amen.
We have now been to the most northern part of the Kruger National Park. But we actually went, well, touch and go into the border post. We need to ask some people there some questions. But we've gone as far as this. Just come from the Pafuri, what's the border camp. Very small. I think they've got 3 chalets there. Got a swimming pool.
No shops, nothing else.
There's no shops or anything, so if you're going to go there, make sure you take food and things with for yourself. But yeah, very friendly receptionist there. We are on adventure. We are doing the adventure thing. Yes! Smile for me. Ah, there we go. You can do it. You can do it. We are on adventure, baby.
Oh, it's hot. Very hot adventure.
We have decided this is our last day.
Leaving very early tomorrow morning to go to Sami and got a phone, but hopefully go to Mary Pebbles for 2 nights.
We've got tomorrow night and the night of
Tomorrow night and Thursday night.
yeah. What an adventure.
Now we're going to go look for a nice picnic spot.
Yeah, at Pafuri. Pafuri picking spot, eh?
Yeah. And
That's right.
have some breakfast. Nice bacon and egg.
Wow.
Okay. Our brunch.
The brunch.
Which is breakfast and lunch.
Oh. Alright.
Chat to you later.
We are here at Pafuri picnic site. We've just come from the border post campsite or camp. The river is flowing. Birds, baboons on the other side. Some monkeys around here. There by the van. Lauren's busy making us a nice bacon and egg rolls. Ooh, yummy. Hey, baby.
Hello. Okay, so this is another scary moment. You know, I did that video of the floods by Shingwedzi in February 2013. This is by Crook's Corner. We had a little camp spot here, and that's the flood levels in February 2000. Things seem to happen in February. Now I'm going to take you for a walk around, and you can see how far this water came up. So if I take a walk down here to where the river is, I think it's the Limpopo River. This is how far down the river is. It is very, very, very far down. I would say at least 10 meters down. Can't really see from here. Because of the angle, it kind of looks like it's pretty straight. But yeah, the flood level is very high. Very, very, very high.
Balala picnic spot.
Babalala.
Babau. Balala.
Babalala. That's what it's called.
Babalala. Babalala. Baba. Lala. This wind is pumping here. How's these skulls, eh? Some buffaloes. Don, Kev, here's your buffalo skull. Put in front of your overlander there. Oh, there's a nice one. It's a big one. We are the only ones here. Bra areas, tables. Let's go see what's there to see here. I should have put my hat on. Some zebras in the background. Hey. How's this tree, guys? Move back a bit so you can get the...
It's a ficus sycamoris Marijuana Phosphine sycamore fig. What?
Gewone trosvy. Sycamore fig. Wow, this is really nice. Sure. And of course, yeah. Don't know why that's there, but it's there. And there's some elephant right next to the car there. They're drinking water out of a reservoir. Yeah, but they're not aggressive, you can see.
No, they're not.
The guy there with the bucky's got his car in reverse, just in case.
Can't get very far very quickly, unfortunately.
middle of nowhere, the rocky outcrop. On the road to Palamoa in the Kruger Park. Thank you so much for joining us on this video, guys. Please be on the lookout for the next one, which we will be at Bladder River Canyon. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And we will see you later. Bye.